Hello everyone, stay with us till the end because today's story might change the way you see God's plan for your life. Today, our story is about how God has a plan for you. Once upon a time, in a small peaceful village, there lived a very lazy man. He hated working hard and always dreamed of getting food and comfort without lifting a finger. Every day, he wandered around, hoping to find an easy way to survive. One morning, while strolling through the countryside, hunger gnawed at his stomach. Desperate, he decided to steal some apples from a farmer's orchard. But the moment he reached for an apple, the angry farmer spotted him and came running, waving a stick. Frightened, the lazy man dropped the apple and ran deep into the forest, his heart pounding in his chest. As he wandered through the thick woods, something unusual caught his eye, a crippled wolf, dragging itself on just two legs. The man watched in amazement. How is this poor creature surviving? It can't run, hunt, or defend itself. Surely it must starve or be eaten. Yet the wolf looked content and calm, crawling along the forest floor. Suddenly, the lazy man heard the rustling of leaves and saw a majestic lion approaching, carrying a large bit of meat in its mouth. Terrified, the man quickly climbed up a tree and hid among the branches. But what happened next stunned him. Instead of eating the meat himself, the lion gently placed the meat in front of the crippled wolf and walked away. The wolf began to eat happily. The lazy man's heart swelled with joy. God has a plan for everyone, he thought. If he can feed a crippled wolf, surely he will feed me too. I don't need to work, I just need to wait. So, filled with faith and false hope, the lazy man sat under a tree and waited for someone to feed him. He waited for one day, but no one came. His stomach growled louder and louder. He grew weaker, more miserable, and full of doubt. Finally, unable to bear the hunger, he staggered to his feet and walked until he found a wise old sage resting by a river. The lazy man fell at the sage's feet and poured out his story about the crippled wolf, the lion, and how he believed God would send him food too. He asked, "Oh wise one, why did God show mercy to the wolf but not to me? Has he abandoned me?" The sage listened patiently and smiled warmly. Then he said, "Son, you misunderstood God's message. God does have a plan for everyone. But sometimes we misread his signs. God didn't want you to be like the crippled wolf, dependent, weak, and waiting. He wanted you to be like the lion, strong, brave, and generous. The lion was the hand of God for the wolf. You were meant to be the lion for others, not to lie and wait for help. Life is not about waiting for miracles to happen, it's about being the miracle for others." The lazy man sat still, reflecting deeply. Tears filled his eyes. He realized that he had wasted so much time waiting instead of becoming strong, courageous, and kind like the lion he had seen. The sage continued, "Remember, God helps those who help themselves. You are created to be a giver, not just a receiver. Strength, hard work, and kindness are the real miracles." From that day on, the lazy man changed his life. He started working hard, helping others, and eventually became known across the village as a kind, strong-hearted man, a lion among men. And whenever someone asked him how he became so wise and successful, he smiled and said, "God had a plan for me, but first I had to learn to walk it myself." Thank you so much for watching.